Hello guys, I want to talk in this video about what being a master or slave means. First, I think the first thing you have to keep in your mind that is that that concept doesn't mean the same for everybody. I mean, uh, being a master, okay, means being dominant, and being a slave or a dog, puppy, boy, you name it, means being submissive. But mm, those are just primal concepts. And I will talk a little bit about my experience. My experience is I have been dominant sometimes, but I'm mostly submissive because I think the most exciting thing for me is just leave to the other the the right to choose what he wants to do and what I have to do. But that doesn't mean is you feel submissive. So if you want to be a slave or a boy, uh, that doesn't mean that you have to be a sort of mindless robot. That only happens in porn videos or in fantasy stories, but not in reality. Many people says I want to be a slave 24/7, but this is really difficult to keep because first, being a master means you have to carry over your shoulders the weight of the relationship, in the sense that you have to think uh, what to do, and you always have to think on new things to not in order to not make your slave bored, because that could be very bad. So I think the first thing you have to do when you want to explore this world is you have to be clear on if you are a slave, you have to be clear on what you don't like and what you're not able to try. You have to state your limits, because the master will know inside these limits what he could do and not. And then just let it go. Don't be always demanding what you want a master to do or what you would like to do, because then you are losing your position and you are becoming the dominant and not the submissive. So being submissive, I think it could be just for play if you want. Okay, uh, then you can have play sessions with a master, with a dog, and then you are submissive only in sessions, and that's all. But you can try to make this more of a lifestyle, which is difficult if you live in our country or in a city where this is not easy to do or not easy to carry on. And that means you have to be submissive, if you want to be a real slave, you have to be submissive, not just for sex. That means to give control to the other on some areas of your life under your limits. I mean, you can have a boyfriend and you can be a slave for other guy. Yes, you can. If your boyfriend agrees, why not? If that's what you feel inside you, why not? And what's the pleasure of being submissive? Many people ask, what's the pleasure of this? Okay, it's just the pleasure of first you are pleasing the other, and that makes you happy, and that is the pleasure of the unknown. I mean, you'll never know what comes next, what the master will do with you, what it's in his mind, or what he can imagine for you. That's why I said before that being a master is a hard work, of course. That doesn't mean that being a slave is easier, because you have to be able to be pushed to your limits and to expand your limits. Usually when you begin, you will have very narrow, very small limits, and that will expand step by step, and that's the point, and that's the good point of being a slave, that it's about of a good master will be always putting challenge to you, and trying to make you better in that submission stuff. So I say all this because the most important, as I said in other videos, is being honest. Some slaves and some masters has been watching too much porn videos, and they think that a master-slave relationship is like this, and this is not true. I mean, you're gonna have a life, and you will have to keep your life. I think it's not good to give all your entire life to the other, because you are making the other, the master, the dominant, you are making him very, very probably too much responsible about you. So you have to keep your own life, because you are a human being, and you have to enjoy with the pleasure of expand your limits and learn more things, and trying new things, trying new geo stuff, trying new sorts of play, but always being sane and consensual, and not having sort of mad or ill relationship. That means in a master-slave role play, you always, as a slave, have to right to say stop. I don't want this. You always have the right to say I don't want to keep this for longer, and you always have to have the right to refuse if you are not sure about what master wants to do with you. That's a matter of confidence. I mean, in between a master and slave, the relationship should have a strong, very strong confidence between the both people. If not, it will never work. If you are not confident in your master, you will always nervous, you will always afraid, you will always thinking on the bad side of things, and you will not enjoy. And if the master is not confident about his slave, will tell him how and and when to stop, and what he doesn't want to do. The master will be always, if he's a good person, will be always probably too much careful, probably afraid to push you too much, or afraid to make you uh, to make you very nervous, or to make you very uh, well, not how to explain. Sorry, at this time my English is not so good. He will be always afraid of that you are not enjoying what he's doing, and the master wants you to enjoy, because this is the point of this. If we play, if we start that kind of relationship, is just to enjoy on the both sides. If only one is enjoying and the other is not enjoying, uh, that that won't work. That after some time that will stop, and that will get a bad end. Okay, guys, I'm making a very long video tonight, so I don't want to speak so much. Just remember that you can contact me on Twitter or Skype, and please remember uh, to make click on the advertisement, and as I say you in the last videos, any donations on my PayPal is very welcome to keep doing these videos. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Bye.